You confront someone about their disrespectful behavior, and instead of taking ownership, they smile, gesture with open palms, and deliver a specific response. They say, "I am sorry you feel that way." That phrasing is intentional. The speaker is not showing remorse for their original action. They are making a quiet, calculated pivot to target your emotional reaction. The underlying message is that their behavior was acceptable, and your feelings are the actual problem in the room. This tactic is a textbook application of gaslighting. Gaslighting occurs when a manipulator uses deceptive language to make you question the validity of your own lived experience. If you nod and say, "It is okay," to avoid conflict, you signal that this tactic works. You grant them social permission to repeat the disrespect because you just absorbed the blame on their behalf. To counter this, you need a targeted conversational maneuver. We are going to build a psychological boundary called the clarification trap. The objective of this trap is simple. You will force the individual to explicitly state whether they are taking accountability for their actions, and you will do it without raising your voice or looking unstable. Before we break down the execution, you must commit to 2 golden rules. First, you must maintain total control of your temper. Second, you must ban the phrase, "It is okay," from your immediate response. Emotional regulation is the mechanism that makes this work. When you control your physiological response, you strip a psychological manipulator of their primary weapon against you. Step 1 is active listening. You are listening closely for the exact moment the conversation pivots from their action to your reaction. This side-by-side flowchart breaks down the linguistic difference. An authentic apology follows the green path. "I am sorry for my action." The manipulative version follows the red path. "I am sorry for your emotion." A common mistake here is interrupting. If you jump in and react angrily the moment you hear "I am sorry if," you ruin the timing. You must let them finish their sentence completely. Identifying that specific linguistic trigger, the pivot to your feelings, is your signal. Once you confirm the trigger, the trap is ready to be set. Step 2 begins the exact moment they stop talking. You execute a hard pause. You will feel a deep, socially conditioned urge to nod your head to relieve the tension, or to offer a verbal absolution to be polite. You must consciously suppress both of those physical reactions. Do not move. If you swing the other way and shout, "That is not a real apology," you also fail. Shouting hands them a victory because they can point to your raised voice as proof that you are the unstable, unreasonable one. Watch this timer. You are going to let a heavy silence hang in the room for 2 full seconds. This specific duration builds immense psychological pressure. During those 2 seconds, you execute step 3, the analytical stare. Relax your brow, drop any expression of anger, and look dead into their eyes. Manipulators expect an immediate emotional supply, either passive acceptance or explosive anger. Sudden physical stillness and total silence starves them of that supply, instantly throwing them off balance. Step 4 is the verbal execution. You are going to speak 1 sentence to spring the trap. You will ask this exact question. "Wait, are you apologizing for what you did, or are you apologizing for how I reacted?" Your tone of voice here is critical. Deliver this question in a completely flat, unbothered, and analytical tone. You are not making an accusation, you are gathering data. Do not alter the wording, and do not let the pitch of your voice rise at the end of the sentence. The trap functions by isolating their exact phrasing. A fake apology relies on confusing wordplay to hide the blame shift. By breaking their sentence into 2 highly distinct options, you dissect their manipulation out loud in real time. Step 5 is the hold. The second you finish asking the clarification question, close your mouth and maintain eye contact. The silence will feel incredibly uncomfortable. You will be tempted to keep talking, to explain why you asked the question, or to justify your feelings. Do not speak. Filling the silence gives them an escape route. Watch the physical indicators. You will see their brain actively processing the trap they just walked into. Look for rapidly shifting eyes, a stiffening posture, or visible tension as they realize their trick failed. If there are other people in the room, the pressure multiplies. The audience is now waiting for the manipulator to answer a direct, logical question. By holding the silence, you successfully transfer the entire burden of proof back onto the person who initiated the disrespect. This tree maps 2 results. In outcome A, apologizing for your reaction openly confesses no remorse, exposing their toxic behavior and destroying credibility. In outcome B, they retreat and apologize for what they did, forcing real accountability. You win in both scenarios. You either secure a genuine apology, or you publicly expose a manipulator. A high-value mindset relies on a single rule: never absorb the blame for someone else's poor behavior. You demand clarity, and you let their actions speak for themselves. By mastering your own emotional reactions, you remove the leverage toxic people rely on, allowing you to master your social reality.